This video is regarding question number 2, that's storage virtualization, and this is the video regarding that. Here it's specified we need to create 3 VMs of virtual storage, 2 GB within each, and the virtual storage has to be a shared space, and we need to add this file in it and access through all 3 VMs. So for this setup, I've taken a virtual box to implement this, since it hasn't been mentioned which tool has to be used in accessing those. So I've created 3 virtual boxes here, and in 3 of them I've gone to settings, storage, and I've created a new space and added here with 2 GB as space and fixed size storage, 2 GB fixed size storage. Coming on to next, normally default it is normal, the type, and we need to make it shareable by going on to file, virtual media manager, and converting their type. Similarly, once it has been added, it reflects here on the dashboard as shareable. Now to have this disk shareable, we need to add it in all the 3 VMs, VM1 and VM3, and same have been done here. It had been added here in these 3. Now coming on to next, this is the format size that has been added. So if shown here in this, as shown here in this, it has been added all the 3. The formatting has been done here, and I have the screenshot for this, since it took a lot of time, so I took a screenshot of it, and I couldn't show the complete process of how it was done. Now after this one, it has been added, the space has been added here and the desktop in the shared device, and we have this document presented here. Since it's Mac, not exactly of it is available. Coming on to next, so, and the file is accessible through all the 3 VMs that are here. One thing to be taken care of here is we need to power on every time we need to access that file. If we want to power on, if we want to access through VM1, we need to power on this one. If we need to access through VM3, we need to power it on to access that. And the same has been done and has been shown through VM2. Coming on to question number 2, accessibility has been done. A is done. Maximum number of VMs. So this maximum number of VMs that can share virtual space normally depends on the limitation of physical limitations of the how many VMs can we do it. For example, according to this document, 16 VMs can be accessible through SCSI controller, SCSI controller, but again 16 is not a fixed number. It can vary according to what hardware are we using. Third one, can we scale up and scale down the shared virtual storage at runtime? If yes, we can scale up, because if shown here in virtual space, if we go on creating storage, we find if we go on creating a storage, there is an option of dynamically allocated and fixed size. If dynamically is allocated, the system itself decides what kind, how much space is to be allocated, and this entirely depends on how much data we have kept in it. If we have defined 2 GB virtual storage here in this question, the space can vary from 2 MB to 2 GB depending on what kind of file we have kept. For example, this file is of 27 MB, so uh, the rest space is being utilized for other purposes, but as soon as we want to scale up, we can increase that, and similarly the space can be adjusted. In case of fixed size, for example, we have chosen fixed size, a fixed 2 GB space is allocated to the virtual storage, and it cannot be dynamically allocated. It would remain fixed during the runtime. It would not change, as the dynamically allocated can change depending on the file size and the storage we have, the storage capacitated we have it. Now the other thing is, second one, can we scale up and down? Other way of doing is during partitioning of the device, of the storage. So if when we are partitioning over it, for example, we are partitioning 2 GB, then it would be 2048 MBs that could be taken, and at this during partitioning we can divide how much space do we need. We would partition the disk accordingly. Uh, Another thing for it is, during runtime, it might not be very much possible to access the shared space uh, by another machine, and in case we go on resizing the space during runtime, it might cause malfunctioning. So that's it. Thank you.